everybody. Happy Sunday. It was a pleasure to be with some of you this morning as we began regathering this Sunday, officially welcoming some of you back to worship in person in the building. And so I'm very excited about that. I'm excited to see that go forward. I'm excited to increase the cap, to welcome more and more of you back. I'm thankful to the volunteers who made that possible. And I want to let you know that we're going to continue tweaking things. We're going to continue exploring how to have this hybrid model of having in-person worship and online worship both available. We're also exploring the permitting process that is apparently necessary if we want to have an outdoor Eucharist at the end of the service. So we're currently investigating that. So stay tuned for more information about that. But if you want to come worship with us in person, you just need to register, and a link goes out on Advent Commons every week to make that possible. And then also, if you'd like to volunteer, we're always looking for help. In-person help for in-person worship. Just send an email to our administrator, Natalie, at admin@adventdc.org, and let her know that you're interested. And of course, we very much appreciate those of you who are helping this morning. I'm really excited because this coming week marks the beginning of the season known as Lent. And during Lent, we focus on preparing our hearts. It's a 40-day period of preparation for Easter, and so it's a time of fasting and self-reflection and repentance and preparation as we anticipate the celebration of the resurrection of Christ. And so there'll be lots of opportunities to observe Lent together. One of the things I want to draw your attention to is the Lent Kits that went out. In that kit, you will find a prayer book, and in that prayer book, we are suggesting various fasts that we might do together as a community throughout the season of Lent, fasting from everything like food and drink to social media. And so I encourage you to take a look at that. That's officially going to start. Lent is officially going to start this Wednesday on February 17th at 7:30 p.m. We will have an Ash Wednesday service, and that will have an in-person option and an online live stream option. Also included in the Lent kits, we have ashes that we have pre-consecrated. We prayed over those last week. And you will find a little plastic bag of ash. And so if you're tuning in online for Ash Wednesday, when it comes to the time of the service where we would impose ashes, simply prepare those ashes in advance by opening the bag. And it's probably easiest just to leave them in the bag and pour just a drop or two of olive oil into those ashes and mix it around. And then you should have what you need to impose the ashes, a mixture of oil and ash. That's what we do every year at the church. And so when it comes time for that, just take your thumb and either impose it on yourself, make the sign of the cross on your forehead, or you can impose ashes on one another if you have other people in your home. And so there'll be an opportunity for that. For those who are gathering in person, we'll be imposing ashes as we would normally do, except for with one difference. We're going to be doing that at the door as you leave. So we'll line you up at the end of the service, and then as you leave, single file, one by one, the priests will impose those ashes as you go out into the evening. So hopefully you can all join us either in person or online for that. If you want to come in person, just register like you would for any other service. And one final note about Lent. During this Lent, we'll be preaching a series that takes us through the book Emotionally Healthy Spirituality. So I encourage you to buy that book by Peter Scazzero and read it and follow along. We'll be going chapter by chapter. This is based on the idea that you can't have spiritual maturity without emotional maturity. So we're going to be focusing on the emotional components of discipleship and what it means to be an emotionally healthy, emotionally mature disciple following Jesus. So that's starting this week. So very excited about that. Lastly, I just wanted to update you on some things happening with our Parish Council. We've been meeting. We've been enjoying the new members that just joined this year, and we have selected the roles that will be filled with this new team of Parish Council members. And so I'm excited to announce our new People's Warden and our new Secretary. Our new People's Warden is, that used to be Karina Asau. Now it will be Angie DeGroot. So we're excited about this. The People's Warden is one of the two senior lay leadership positions on our Parish Council, the Rector's Warden and the People's Warden. And the People's Warden's role is to really be the person who is the liaison to the congregation. So they represent the leadership to the congregation, and they represent the congregation to the leadership. And so if you ever have any thoughts, questions, input, that you'd like to discuss with the church leadership, the People's Warden is one avenue for you to do that. So that's Angie DeGroot. We're very excited to have her. And then, of course, also it's very important that we are recording and noting all of the conversations and votes that happen on the Parish Council and making those records available. And so the person that is going to be responsible for that used to be Ryan Hobart. He was our secretary, and now that's going to be Ellen Ward. So all of the current roles on the Parish Council are now: the Rector's Warden is Ben Evans, the People's Warden is Angie DeGroot, the Treasurer is, of course, Andrea Kelly, and the Secretary is Ellen Ward. And then we have at-large council members who are going to be filling all sorts of other functions and serving on various subcommittees. And this is Jeannie Rose Barksdale, Chris Seo, and of course Matt Downer. So pray for this Parish Council. They're a wonderful team of brothers and sisters who are eager to serve you and eager and excited about what the future holds for Advent as we seek to follow the Lord together. I love you. I pray God's blessing for you this Sunday. I pray that you'd stay warm and safe, and I look forward to seeing you soon.